Right, the idea behind adding radicals is really to get something you can actually add. And if you look at this one, I've already prepared ahead of time. Just look at this. Now, if you were to do this here, look at this. 2x plus 5x equals 7x, you're just adding like terms. Well, it's no different for the radicals. 2 root 3 plus 5 root 3 is 7 root 3. Okay, so that's what you're aiming for when you're doing these problems. Right, so, of course, I don't have anything similar here. This is a root 80 and a root 320. So, what it actually is, and this is the hardest bit, is you trying to figure out what's the common root. Well, here we go, watch this. 80 is 16 times 5. Okay? So I can square root the 16. It's 4. What's left is root 5. Okay? Now, plus, you have to realise that 320 is 64 times 5. You know, you're looking for numbers you can square root. I mean, yes, 80 is 8 times 10. You can't square root 8, you can't square root 10. So, here we go. What's the square root of 64? That's 8. And here it is. There's the common root 5. So the answer for that one is 12 root 5. Okay, so that's how you do them. Now, the next one, which I'll do as well, even I was a little not confused, it's just trying to find the right numbers to add, okay, get the common root. Because when I first looked at this, I thought this, right, here's a root 12, this is question 2. Now, what's 108? It's 9 times 12, okay, and then you think, oh, there's the root 12 that's common. Because if you think of this as 1 root 12, that first one, okay, take away, what's the square root of 9? It's 3. And then you go, oh, great, okay, so 1 take away 3 is negative 2 root 12. Now, if you did that, you'd only get partial credit because, well, you could finish it now because root 12 isn't completely done. Root 12 is root 4 times root 3, and you can square root the 4. So I suppose I can do it now. Negative 2, right, root 4 and root 3. If I square root this, I get 2. If it goes with the negative 2 that's already there, okay, so the final answer should be negative 4 root 3. Alright, so that's the answer to that up there. Okay, now, okay, I want you to look through that one. Alright, so it looks like I was using the root 12 as the common root, but then hopefully you'll see that root 12 is not finished, it's root 4 times root 3. Well, if that's the case, then obviously I didn't pick the right numbers to start with. And the right numbers to start with are these. Root 12 is root 4 times root 3. Okay, that's 12. Take away 108 isn't 9 times 12, it is. It's also root 36 times 3. Okay? So, that's it. So now the common root is root 3, not root 12, but you can see down here, alright? Okay, I'm going to end up with that, but these were the better numbers to start with. Okay, so 2 is the square root of 4. I've still got a root 3. What's the square root of 36? It's 6. Still got the root 3. And there it is. What's 2 root 3 take away 6 root 3? Negative 4 root 3. Okay, so however you get to it, that's the idea behind some of these. Now, I'm not going to do too many of these because some of these, they might look harder. But remember, sometimes it's not always, there might be more than one common root. So maybe I should do this one very quickly. 108 again. Right, I'm going to do this. Remember this from last time. 108 is 36 times 3. Okay. Now, what you have to realise for this one, let's put the negative 9 in front. For this next one, is it's this. And even I was in class going, what on earth is this one? Until I figured out. Remember, I'm looking for things that can square root 49 times 3. Oh, so it looks like all of these are going to be root 3s, I think. Because what's 12? It's 4 with a root 3. Right, okay, so when you square root the thing you can square root, bring it out and multiply it by the thing that's already out there. So let's go look at this one. Right, negative 9. What's the square root of 36? It's 6. So that's negative 54 root 3, because that's what's left, right? Plus, oh, I forgot the 5 here. Square root of 49 is 7. Okay, oh, I should do it up here. Plus. Okay, so what's 5 times 7? 5 times 7? Let's just do it right now. 5 times 7. If I bring the 7 out, that's going to give me 35. I should have been doing this up here. Okay, 5. Then when I bring the 7 out, okay. Finally, I've got a 6. What am I going to bring out here? I'm going to bring out a 2. Right? So, minus 12 root 3. Okay? So, all root 3s, is that right? Whatever this comes to be is negative 54, negative 12 is negative 66, plus 35 is, what's that, negative 31, negative 31 root 3. And hopefully that should be the answer, okay? So again, remember that sometimes you won't have a common root, then you might have a couple of different terms. You might have a root 3 and a root 5. Okay, well then just leave it as 2 separate terms because you can't combine root 3s and root 5s. But looks like that's one all had root 3s in it. Okay?